speaking of Trump, Trump is backpedaling as quickly as he can from the things he said about abortion during Sunday's interview with Kristen Welker. This is just the best. Trump is now being beaten down by the monster he helped to create. Trump said something slightly less extreme than what many of his followers believe on Sunday, which is that a 6-week abortion ban is too crazy, that he wants a 15-week abortion ban. Now, understand, a 15-week abortion ban is also crazy. Even at 20 weeks, we're not talking about viability. But okay, Trump said to Kristen Welker the following about abortion, and it got him into big trouble.
Mr. President, I want to give voters who are going to be weighing in on this election a very clear sense of where you stand on this.
I think they're all going to like me. I think both sides are going to like me.
What's going
to have to happen is you're going to have to
this question.
Listen,
please.
You're asking me a question. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with a number of weeks or months. You're going to come up with a number that's going to make people happy, because 92% of the Democrats don't want to see abortion after a certain period of time.
If a federal ban landed on your desk, if you were reelected, would you sign it at 15
weeks? Are you talking about a complete ban?
A ban at 15 weeks.
Well, people are starting to think of 15 weeks. That seems to be a number that people are talking about right now.
Would you sign that?
I would sit down with both sides and I'd negotiate something, and we'll end up with peace on that issue for the first time in 52 years. I'm not going to say I would or I wouldn't. I mean, DeSantis is willing to sign a 5-week and 6-week ban.
Would you support that? You think that goes too far?
I think what he did is a terrible thing and a terrible mistake.
It is true that what DeSantis did is a terrible thing and a terrible mistake. So would a 15-week ban. But consider what's going on. Trump's position is extreme, a ban on all abortions after 15 weeks. But it is less extreme than a ban on all abortions after 6 weeks. It's a crazy position that Trump has, but it's not as crazy as a 6-week ban. It's abortion for whatever reason up to 15 weeks instead of abortion for whatever reason up to 6 weeks. And Trump immediately backpedaling because of stuff like this. Here is Dan Bongino saying, I can't get behind this. And this is one of the biggest Trump suck-ups in the world.
No, listen, I wholeheartedly and completely disagree with that position. I just want to be on the record. I just completely disagree with that position. I can't reconcile that with faith, with morality. I can't reconcile that at all.
All right. So because of statements like that from Dan Bongino, and you've got the people who are for life and the concerned mothers and the worried women and all these different groups, Trump then had to backpedal. And Trump went to his platform, Truth Social, and said the following, quote, like Ronald Reagan before me, now he's Reagan, like Ronald Reagan before me, I believe in the 3 exceptions of capital R, rape, capital I, incest, and the capital L, life of the mother. Without the exceptions, it is very difficult to win capital E elections. We would probably lose the capital M majorities in 2024 and perhaps the presidency itself. But you must follow your heart. In order to win in 2024, Republicans must learn how to talk about abortion. The issue cost us unnecessarily but dearly in the midterms. Continuing, I was able to do something that nobody thought was possible, end Roe v. Wade. For 52 years, people talked, spent vast amounts of money, but couldn't get the job done. I got the job done. Thanks to the 3 great Supreme Court justices I appointed, this issue has been returned to the capital S states, where all capital L legal scholars on both sides felt it should be. Now the pro-life community has tremendous negotiating power. So Trump is now backpedaling and trying to make it seem as though all he's saying is abortion in cases of rape, incest, and life of the mother. He's backpedaling from the fact that he wants 9 more weeks of abortions than what DeSantis and other right-wingers want. He is panicking. He is a victim of the monster that he helped to create. He's trying to appease both sides, and it is backfiring spectacularly, like everything that Donald Trump touches. And let me give you Trump's real view on abortion. We all know that Trump's real view on abortion is whatever will get me elected, whatever will get me donations. That's Trump's actual view. And I want to remind everybody that Donald Trump was pro-choice for the first, I think it's 68 years of his life. All of a sudden, Trump's running for president as a Republican, and he's had an awakening. What is the awakening? Here's the story he told. This one's even less believable than Dave Rubin's political awakening. Trump said, you know, I was pro-choice my whole life, grew up in New York City, whatever, Democrat, etc. But then I met a kid, and it was a nice kid. And the kid's mom said, you know, I thought about having an abortion, but I didn't. And Trump thought, wow, this is such a great kid. I'm now against abortion because of that. That story. It's such a stupid story. I mean, it really is. It's not about people should be able to choose. The woman chose. She was able to choose not to have an abortion. Great. So we've known all along that Trump's view on abortion is whatever the hell will get me into the Oval Office. But Trump panicking, Trump backpedaling as a victim of the monster he helped create. Sometimes it can be tough to maintain an emotional connection with your significant other. You might work in different places at different times. There might be a kid in the way. It can be hard to find time for date nights, especially because kids demand so much attention, which is why I love our sponsor Paired, which is the app for couples. The app will prompt you with a daily question or a game or a guided conversation, all designed by leading psychologists. And the point is to just have a deeper connection with your partner, boost intimacy, build a deeper knowledge of one another. My girlfriend and I will use the prompts on Paired throughout the day to stay connected. For instance, we answered a prompt about what we remember most from the early days of the relationship. It really helps us learn new things, and there can be funny moments as well. An independent study found that couples using Paired saw a 36% increase in the quality of their relationship, and giving a Paired subscription as a gift is also a really great idea. You can try it free for 7 days and get 25% off a subscription. Go to paired.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.